Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Tim Brown, and I'm excited about this new year, and so I wanted to share any of these. I have some goal setting templates that I like to use, and I wanted to share those with you. Um, Thank you for all of you who've joined me throughout the year for. Uh, Somebody going really fast out there. I'm not in my normal setting. I'm at home. Not into work today, but I wanted to do this anyways. I essentially have these goal setting templates, things that I use to set my intention for this next year and set a big goal. And for the next 5 years, even this goal pyramid one. So I have three, four templates that I use, and I wanted to share those with you. I'm going to talk the basics of them through with you. This is my first time doing a screen share, so if it's a little rough, let me know. But I'm going to talk through these with you. The first one is goal pyramid. So this was the original idea that I got for this, and I've been kind of working a little bit on trying to make this into software. So that's why it's been fun for me. But you can check this out at goalpyramid.com. But the general idea is that you set 5 different categories, and you set your big 5-year goal for each of these categories. Sometimes it's helpful to write them as if they're already completed, and I usually like to have like an icon or like a little just doodle that relates to each of them, so I can kind of keep my categories straight. And then you set a 1-year goal that is based on that 5-year goal, and then you distill it down into your 3-month goals and your 2 weeks goals, and then if you want, your 3-day goals. So what I like about this is, it makes sure that you take these longer term goals and you distill them down, you break them apart and figure out what you would have to do if you were going to do one big step, for instance, towards your 5-year goal this next year. And I like to write down my definite main purpose right here. So definitely check this out. It's at goalpyramid.com. I'll also share it in the Facebook Live video comments. And then I'm going to go into my second goal setting template here. All right, so I may have shared this before on Monday Morning Marketing and Coffee, but talk you through this. It's actually it's based on the book 12-Week Year. And this book is really good. It's like basically about making a big 3-month push instead of like doing it for the full year. I've really found goal setting based on 3-month periods to be way more effective than goal setting for an entire year. Now, I still set year goals, and I actually, I feel somewhat good about sharing about all this because I do hit my goals a lot. So some of these techniques that I use, I thought that they might be useful for people, but I literally think 3-month goals are so much more useful than year goals, because I can make a push for 3 months, but it's very hard sometimes to make a push for one whole year. To make a push, I don't have the self-discipline to keep up a push for an entire year. So anyways, this is the idea. It's basically a 12-week year, and you can come up with you can use the same kind of concept as that goal pyramid, where you have like these 5 different categories. And in this case, the example is it's set up to be 5 different categories personal life and 5 different categories work life. And the whole idea is you have the 3-month goals on this side, 3-month goals on this side, and then you break them down into things you could do weekly. So weekly habits that will help you reach that 3-month goal. So he calls it the 3-month goal, he'll call that a lag indicator, meaning by the time you hit 3 months, if you didn't hit that goal, it's basically, it indicates that you were lagging. And it's just, the idea is that there's lag before you figure out that you didn't hit it. So that's why he has you come up with these lead indicators, things you would be hitting in the week that allow you to get to that 3-month goal. So you've got your what he calls the lag indicators on this side, or the 3-month goal. So just to simplify it for people, 3-month goal. And then on the left side, your weekly goal, your weekly habits that will help you hit that goal. And then you track what percentage you hit for that week. So the point is that you're trying to get over 80%. And if you were able to hit over 80%, then you're most likely going to hit that 3-month goal. So this is a really good way to break 3-month goals down into weekly goals. Like I said, I just feel like 3-month goals are just so much easier to focus on than a whole year, because I've just found myself with these, what do you call it, the New Year resolutions, that those often get lost in the mix honestly, sometimes in the first month or two. So to me, it's better to focus on a shorter period of time, and it's easier to stick with it for 3 months if you know it's over after 3 months. If you know there's not I'm not going to be doing this thing in 5 months. Now you can reset your goals the next 3 months and have another 3-month push, but it's just easier to me that way. This is another thing. I'm giving all of these templates away, and they each have a kind of a YouTube video guide on goalpyramid.com. But the third one is my morning routine. And I don't know about you, but I think it's a lot easier to hit my goals if, first of all, I prime my mindset in the morning, and if I start I start habits towards my goals before 9 a.m. in the morning. So these things are the things I have on mind, but the whole idea of having an ideal morning template is really the thing I guess I'm trying to share here, which is, what are the things that will help you get to your goals if you did them every single morning before 9 a.m.? I'll share with you what I have as part of my morning routine, but it's like this is back and forth, so it's not like I do it every single day, but I think that these are good things. One that I do pretty regularly is 3 to Thrive, and this is based on Tony Robbins' thing, which is he does bellows breath, which means he breathes in and out very hard for 3 sets of 30. And really what it does is it kind of gets your chemicals going, which is really nice. It's just a pleasant feeling in the brain. And the point is that he doesn't want to waste any time getting ready for the day. So that's his way to kind of get the wake up chemicals going. You've got 3 things to be grateful for, and meditating on those for 3 minutes, connecting with your higher power or centering yourself for 3 minutes. And he says, imagine your mind, your finances, your relationship being healed. It's a little out there, but I like that idea of, connecting with your deeper self for 3 minutes, or your higher power, and then spend 3 minutes imagining what it will feel like to complete each of your 3 most important tasks of the day. So what will it feel like to, you've got things that you might have resistance towards, but imagining how good it will feel to complete them will help you have a little less resistance. And then writing your biggest goals for that 3-month time period, writing a little bit. I think the principle here is writing, but I have 3 things that are good writing prompts. I think one is, who could I talk to today that would change my life? What one thing could I do that by doing it, everything else would become easy or unnecessary? And then what would I have to do today to make my push goals easy to accomplish? And then number 4, read and believe positive affirmations and focus on your ideal life. Number 5, I'm doing this thing where it's just 100 days of 100 reps, whether it's push-ups, body weight squats, or sit-ups, and a 1-minute plank. So a relatively easy fitness thing that I can get done. And then 8 a.m. for me, it's 30-minute focus on sales and 30-minute focus on delegating 3 key items. Now, these might not be your morning routine things, but I think it's an interesting idea to template out your ideal morning and to try to get better about keeping consistent with your ideal morning so that you can get these habits into place. And a lot of these things for me are already habits, and some of these are a little bit more like aspirational. Like I don't do them every time, but I think they're great. And yeah, so then lastly, the last template, all this is at goalpyramid.com, is this marketing template. It's an ideal marketing strategy template. So setting your marketing goals, this is also on there, setting your marketing goals, and sharing those goals with other people in your company's leadership. And this walks you through all of these different elements that I'd suggest. And so, I've talked a couple weeks ago about EOS and the book Traction and how big that's been for our company, and going from 2 to 6 people this past year. Pretty big growth. Like we hit some goals. To be honest, I did not have the goal of hitting 6 people this year. I thought I would get like 4 in our company. So, we smashed through the roof of what our goals were, but this Traction thing is helping us get a little bit more structure around that. And it's a light structure, meaning it's not like something that takes a ton of extra effort, but it is a good structure. And this is some of that built into this marketing template. It's defining your core values, your core focus, your 10-year target, and your issues, your 3 unique elements about your business, your process, your proven process name, your guarantee, all these different things. And they're really simple to put together. It's just a matter of kind of taking the time to do it. So definitely check out Traction. And then it goes through personas and, creating content for every type of ideal customer that you have on every level of the funnel for them. And what events would they be speaking at or sponsoring, or you could sponsor that you could speak at, and then what editorial venues, what websites, what magazines, those types of things have their attention, and templating all that out, templating out your 5 highest value marketing tasks, and templating out your budget, and suggesting, based on industry benchmarks, and then also what your expected sales lift would be, because it's good to sell this idea internally that, if we spend more money on marketing, we'll be able to get, $5 for every $1 that we spend, for instance. So, and then your next step. So there's a goal setting template for your marketing efforts, and yeah, a lot of goal setting templates. So I just love templates. I love goal setting. I love New Year stuff. I love New Year's Eve. And that's why I didn't want to miss this Monday morning marketing and coffee. Otherwise, I'm not going to be working that crazy hard today. Don't worry about me. I just love New Year's Eve and New Year's. And I hope that you guys are having a really good maybe time off, or whatever you're up to. And I would love to hear if you guys have anything that you're interested in me chatting about on Monday Morning Marketing and Coffee. I would love to hear what I could share about that would interest you, and anything, other topics, things I've talked about before that you'd like to hear more about. So if you could just leave a comment. I'm also going to leave these goal templates in the comments here. Check them out. I'm going to also leave like the longer 10-minute descriptions of each of these in the comments, so that you can kind of follow along, maybe set some goals today before the new year. And thank you for joining me. Do a little bit more of what you love this week and this year. And have a great week. Bye, guys.